Welcome to the first open mic of the year of 2026. How we all doing? Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. We're going to get this thing started with Sue and Eric.
The Sweet Surrender, first one, John Denver, Sweet Surrender. This is Singing Skies and Dancing Waters, another beautiful song that John Denver wrote. another John Denver song, Follow Me. Mary Travis did that beautiful song too, Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Five more, everybody. And from a regular to a brand new one, we have Mickey the Mid-Coast Cowboy here at the Opera House for the very first time. So give him a big welcome.
Howdy, my name's Mickey the Mid-Coast Cowboy. I'm going to be playing an original for you tonight. This is my new single called Home. I hope y'all like it. It goes a little something like this. By the water, the fish swim through the pond. The heron dives in the loop and sings her song. To me, it sounds like nothing, but I know that one day I'll hear what she has to say. right, I'm gonna do one more for y'all. This is one you probably, some of you know. This is Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain by Willie Nelson. In twilight glow I see blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like dying embers, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again. And in a land that knows no pardon, blue eyes crying in the rain.
Next up, we have the New Wagon Crew. They're already on their way. All right.
All right, we've got a couple of songs to do. We're going to start off with a Hank Williams, Your Cheating Heart, and we'll get going with it.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and cry.
up, we have Cecilia.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall light. There were a few at the scene. They all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, you won't have to die, my friend. Well, I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Scaffold is high, eternity is near. She stands in the crowd and sheds not a tear. Oh, but sometimes at night, when the cold winds moan in the long black veil, she cries over my bones. Walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me.
I'm going to have my husband come and sing some harmonies with me on this one. This is my husband George, who's actually up next.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas to ease your pain. In the night forlorn, morning is born, and the morning shines with the light of day. sea, a treasure for the world to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas to ease your pain. I'd swim the seas to ease your pain.
So I'm going to do a Jonathan Edwards song from '71. It's called Sometimes. Sometimes in the morning I catch a falling dream, disappearing sea, and I think about someone that I will never see again. Now it's only me again. Sometimes in the morning I think I hear a phrase echo through the haze, and it's just beyond my vision. Something that she said one night before we went to bed one night. And sometimes in the morning I go back to sleep, trying hard to keep all my memories in motion, wishing she were here, my love, whispering in my ear, my love. Sometimes. This song is from 1959 from the movie Portland Best, but I took artistic liberties and I kind of messed it around. Called Summertime. Good song for tonight. Summertime, yeah, and the living is so damn easy, don't you know that it is? Fish are jumping and cotton is high. Your daddy's rich. Oh, and your mama, she's so good looking. Don't you know that she is? So hush, my little darling. Don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your little wing and take to fly. No, 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 your daddy's rich. And your mama, she's so good looking. Don't you know that she is? So hush, my little darling. Don't you cry. So hush, my little darling. Don't you cry.
Next up is John Schofield. Come on up, John.
This first song is a song by one of my favorite songwriters, Harry Chapin. It's called Tangled Up Puppet, and any father here with a daughter, I think, can identify with the words of this song. I certainly do. I'm a tangled up puppet, all hanging in your strings. I'm a butterfly in a spider's web, fluttering its wings. And the more that I keep dancing and spinning round in knots, the more I see what used to be, the less of you I've got. There was a time when you curled up on my lap like a child. You'd spin to me smiling, your eyes wide and wild. Now you slip through my arms, wave a passing hello, turn away and toss a kiss, laughing as you go. You used to say, read me a story and sing me songs of love. You were Princess Paradise on the wings of a dove. Now I chase you and tease you, trying to remake you my own. You just turn away and say, please leave me alone. And I'm a tangled up puppet, all hanging in your strings. I'm a butterfly in a spider's web, fluttering its wings. And the more that I keep dancing and spinning round in knots, the more I see what used to be, the less of you I've got. You are a drawer full of makeup and rinses and things. You keep changing your moods like your earrings and rings. But tonight, while we play tag for 5 minutes in the yard, just for a moment, I caught you off guard. And I'm a tangled up puppet, all hanging in your strings. I'm a butterfly in a spider's web, fluttering its wings. And the more that I keep dancing and spinning round in knots, the more I see what used to be, the less of you I've got. Now you write your secret poems in a room just for don't find time to talk to me about the things you need. What I mean is, I have watched you take shape from a jumble of parts to find the grace and form of a fine work of art. Hey, you, my brand new woman, newly come into your own. Don't you know that you don't have to grow up all alone? And I'm a tango, a puppet, all hanging in your strings. I'm a butterfly in a spider's web, fluttering its wings. And the more that I keep dancing and spinning round in knots, the more I see what used to be, the less of you I've got. You say, well, then again, lockkeeper, relating even deeper than the time before. Oriental oils and teas brought down from Singapore. As we wait for my lock to cycle, I say my wife has just given me a son. A son, you cry, is that all that you've done? She wears bougainvillea blossoms. You pluck them from her hair and toss them in the tide. Sweep her in your arms and carry her inside. Her sighs catch on your shoulder. Her moonlit eyes grow bold and wilder through the tears. And I say, how could you stand to leave her for the year? Then come with me, you say, to where the Southern Cross rides high upon your shoulder. Come with me, you cry, each day you tend this lock, you're one day older, while your blood grows colder. But that anchor chain's a fetter, and with it you are tethered to the foam. And I wouldn't trade your whole life for 1 hour at home. Sure, I'm stuck here on the seaway, while you compensate 40 ways through the trade. And you shoot the stars to see the miles you made. And you laugh at hearts you've riven. But which of these has given us more love or life? You, your tropic mate, or me, my wife? So come with me, you say, to where the Southern Cross rides high upon your shoulder. Come with me, you cry, each day you tend this lock, you're one day older, while your blood grows colder. But that anchor chain's a fetter, and with it you are tethered to the foam. And I wouldn't trade your whole life for 1 hour at home. All your anchor chains a fetter, and with it you are tethered to the foam. And I wouldn't trade your whole life for 1 hour at home.
Matt Dillon is next. Welcome.
Anyways, it's called Turned Into Blue.
Well, I still don't understand how the feelings escape my mind. Tangled it all up, left it all behind. Maybe my sorrow's pain, my sorrow on its own. I only know that where I went I seemed to go alone. And it's crazy, but it's true. The memory of it all fades in the blue. And I sit by the ocean and I watch the ship go by. There's a life way over yonder where the men are will to die. I never did think twice about the freedoms that we have, to live the way we want to live and to be mighty glad. And it's crazy, but it's true. The ocean that I see is painted blue. When I take the time to look at all that's passed me by, how easy it can be to run, how easy it is to hide. But now with all these changes I just can't control the tide that washes away the broken dreams I love to hold on inside. And it's crazy, but it's true. The life I once knew turned into blue. Oh, 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 oh. It's called the River Blues. Well, I went down to the river, I took a jug of wine. I felt like singing the river, a little old drunken song. How I love to have that spirit, it sinks its message to my brain. But I know I shouldn't give up, I may fall in and drown. Let that river take away my guitar sound. Well, I don't have to get into detail, I don't need to give no score. I just like to get myself free forevermore from a burden that water puts upon my weary soul. There's a big old gray cloud above me. Everywhere I turn, I watch both ends of the candles burn. in my brand new pair of shoes, 'cause I felt like walking away from the river blues and into tomorrow. Brighter lights might guide my way. Yes, I know I shouldn't gamble. I may fall in and drown. Let that river take away my guitar song.
All right, Matt Dillon, everybody.
This first one is a very short Jethro Tull song. Wondering out loud how we feel today. Last night at the sunset, my hand in her hair. We are our own savior as we start, both our hearts beating one into each other. Wondering out loud, will the air treat us well? As she floats in the kitchen, I'm tasting the smell, yeah. Of toast as the butter runs, then she comes, spilling crumbs on the bed. And I shake my head, and it's only the giving that makes you what you are. Fairly short. There is a town in North Ontario, dream, comfort, memory to spare. In my mind, I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue, blue windows behind a star. Yellow moon on the rise. Big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows in our eyes. Leaves us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Oh, and baby, can't you hear me now? The chains are locked and tied around my door. And baby, won't you sing with me somehow? Oh, oh, oh. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless.
go out on that ocean, and if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on that ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. And if I were Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single, couldn't bring myself to marry an old dame. Just be me and Trader, riding through those movies. We'd buy a boat, and on that sea we'd sail. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on that ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on that ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. The mystery man was smart, got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smart. When they said Kemosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, I'm going out to sea. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on that ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on that ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. And if I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sneakers, I'd come and go whenever I would please. And I'd scare him by that shade tree, I'd scare him by that light pole, but I would not scare my pony on my boat upon the sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on that ocean, and if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we could all together go out on that ocean, set me upon my pony on my boat. Set me upon my pony on my boat. Me upon my pony on my boat.
As I walk down the shady lane at the door I chance a knock, saying how ya see pots and pans for home for me to mark. Oh well indeed I do, don't you know I do. Told me right to mother and Roddy, well indeed I do. Well the lady of the house was there, she told me to come in. She said, welcome Johnny, take her and I hope you brought your tin. Well indeed I do, don't you know I did. Told me right to mother and Roddy, well indeed I do. She led me down the hallway, down the hall. The servants cried the devil has come to block us all. Well indeed I have, don't you know I have. Told me right to mother and Roddy, well indeed I have. She led me up the stairs, me boys, to show me what to do. And she fell on the feathery bed, and I fell on it too. Well indeed we did, don't you know we did. Told me right to mother and Roddy, well indeed we did. She then picked up her frying pan and she began to knock, to let the servants know me boys that I was at me work. Well indeed I did, don't you know I did. Told me right to mother and Roddy, well indeed. And reached in her pocket and she took out 20 pounds. She said, take it, jolly tinker, and we'll have another round. Well, indeed we will, don't you know we will. Told me right to Laura Roddy, well, indeed we will. Now I've been a jolly tinker, no, these 40 years or more. Aye, but such a lovely job as that I've never done before. Well, indeed don't you know I did. Told me right to Laura Roddy, well indeed I did. There's a warning in the wind that comes wailing through the trees, a protection in the shoreline left by the pounding seas, a lesson in the drought that brings a country to its knees in these times. We are burdened with disaster when we live beyond our needs and pretend our hungry souls are not related to our greed. Life's a journey, but it's not about the speed in these times. In these times, we must be mindful of the gift. In these times, use our hands and hearts to lift, fall in spirit in this land, planting flowers in the sand, reaching out a helping hand. In these times, as the perfect storm approaches and the gale around us roars, no longer can we close our eyes and hide behind our doors. Choices fewer now by what we've chosen to ignore in these times. Now the ship of state is drifting, it's getting mighty clear. It's a complicated issue, but the direction's pretty clear. That each of us is who we need to get from there to here in these times. In these times, we must be mindful of the gift. In these times, use our hands and hearts to lift, fall in spirit in this land, planting gardens in the sand, reaching out a helping hand. In these times, now that everything that's living, there's a power of love planted in the seas below and in the stars above. We must listen to the message, become better stewards of these times. In these times, we must be mindful of the gifts. In these times, use our hands and hearts to lift, fall in spirit in this land, bringing water to the sand, reaching out a helping hand. In these times, we must be mindful of the gift. In these times, use our hands and hearts to lift, fall in spirit in this land, planting gardens in the sand, reaching out a helping hand. In these
Next up is Hava.
I got two songs for you, and this one is an Amy Winehouse song. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of with all the things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come on home, man, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? My Valerie, Valerie, my Valerie. Well, did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? And I hope you didn't catch a tan. Hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping or anywhere? Change the color of your hair, and are you busy? But did you have to pay that fine? You've been dodging all the time. Are you still dizzy? 'Cause since I come on home, man, my body's been a mess. And I missed your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? My Valerie, my Valerie, my Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. Think about what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Shining autumn ocean crashing. And did you say that she's pretty? And did you say that she loved you? Baby, I don't wanna know. I'll begin not to love you. Turn around, see me coming. I'll say I loved you years ago, and tell myself you never loved me. the spring, my blue-green colors flashing.
All right, thank you, Hava. Here comes Phil at the piano. Fantastic.
And your lightning, although it may seem pretty frightening, don't you worry, yeah, 'cause it'll be alright. There may be flurries, so you better wrap up tight, but it'll be alright, it'll be okay, it'll be alright, just as long as you say you're an easy target. Yeah, now when you're on flat ground, yeah, you can be seen well for miles around. But you gotta chill, yeah, 'cause it's no big deal. It can be a thrill, but you gotta keep it real. But it'll be alright, it'll be okay, it'll be alright. Yeah, just as long as you say I love you. Now that everyone you know, it'll be alright, it'll be okay. I told you so. You better get inside. Watch out for the nor'easter. There's still much to prepare for, so get off your keister. You think you're trapped in a hurricane with nothing left to lose? Well, there may be quite a bit to gain. It's just a little bruise, but it'll be alright. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Yeah, just as long as you say I love you. Not everyone you know. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. I told so. Well, it starts small and it builds up inside you like a fire just waiting to spread. Then it breaks your mentality until your brain is effectively dead. Well, it's hard to reward the work. You know it's worth it in the end. So until then, you gotta just start to prepare for it, my friend. Oh yeah, you got your thunder and you got your lightning. Though it may seem pretty frightening, yeah. Don't you worry, 'cause it'll be alright. There may be flurries, so you better wrap up tight. But it'll be alright. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Yeah, just as long as you say, well, I love you. Not everyone you know. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. I told you so. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. I told you so. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. I told you so. feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well. Yeah, this feels so right. I'm glad that you're here. I love spending time with you. Ever since I've known you, I don't know what side where I've ever flew. Oh, I feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well. I'm so grateful for you. Always when you're here, I feel so good about things. I love when you're around. It proves when you're near. My little bell of love can still ring. Oh, I feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well. I don't want things to end. It feels so great to have such a friend. But I know things like this haven't worked out so well before. And well, I feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going wrong. Oh, I feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well. Oh, I feel so good. I know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well. Oh, I feel so good. I don't know how, but I feel really swell. I'm so glad I met you for the first time. Think things are really going well.
Tom Shigler is back again.
Holy Moses, something surely broken. One door closes, another door should open. All the prayers we send can't mend this flag again. Sad, but it's true. Red, white, black and blue. Red wine, so black and blue. Remember compassion, there is no substitution. It just fell out of fashion, replaced by retribution. Is this how we roll? Without a soul. After all we've been through. Red and white, so black and blue. Red, white, black and blue. The break is by the ice machine. Red, help me, white, black and blue. Red, white, so black and blue. Will we ever rediscover, like birds of a feather, we only had each other, but now we take a side on this great divide. But it's just me and you. Red, white, black and blue. Red, white, so black and blue. Red, white, so black and blue.
All right, let's see if the John's coming. John Webster, come on up.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm heard because I have very, very important things to say. No instrument. When my name was called before, my friend up there patted me on the back and said, "You're going to tell stories," assuming very rightly that I will not sing and subject you to that. I was born here, and I have been lucky really all my life. I was born to be the son of Mildred and Walcott. My dad, Walcott Webster, was an amazing man. When my son was 13, Dad sat him down beside him and wrote out 5 things on a piece of paper, actually on an orange candy store, stationery, and that Stephen should guide him to lead a good life. And there were things like, the unkind word once uttered can never be taken back, and other things like that. But the last one I really like. And I know these were not his words, but he wrote them down. If you happen upon someone who has stumbled, it is your duty, no, it is your pleasure to help that person back on their feet, and with words of compassion and acts of love, wish them Godspeed. We can use more of that today, for sure. Although I will say, in Boothbay Harbor, if something happens, people turn up to help. Absolutely sure. So another thing about Mom and Dad, they bought a little house up behind the Admiral's quarters, and Dad very accidentally set it on fire one night. And they called the fire department, wrapped up some towels and put them by the door and stayed in there until it got so smoky they thought really you have to leave. So they went out and there was a window onto a porch roof. And they opened the window and of course, well, I should have added that Mom only slept in the silkiest nightgown you ever saw. And Dad rarely had anything on. So he had this ratty old, blanket that he wrapped around him. And he made my mother go up to the window first, being a gentleman he was. And as she went out, he said to her, "Mildred, we were brought into this world naked. Naked, we leave our burning house behind us." They got out on the porch and roof, and the fireman showed up, and somebody put up a ladder, and Dad again said, "Oh, Mom, Mildred, you go down first, because he should do that." And she wouldn't do it, because you might know Rod Pierce, but he was sitting at the bottom of the ladder. And she said, "No, I'm not getting on that ladder, going down there with him there." Now, wasn't there, but I was told, Brad said, "Oh, Mildred, go ahead. That's nothing we haven't seen before." But she didn't, and Dad went down very first. If you were to walk into Orange Candy Store, you will see a big Lincoln picture at the very end. And to the right of that, there's a small picture of a Civil War soldier. His name is Leonard Stephen Webster, and he's my relative. He fought in Gettysburg and was wounded. I think the 19th Maine, maybe. But anyway, he was wounded, went to hospital, and then got better. And they sent him back to the war. And he got dysentery, which so many of them did. Sent him back to the hospital, and then he never got better. And he was discharged straight from the hospital. And on his discharge papers, they wrote, "Good for nothing." So, I come from a long line of governmentally approved good for nothing. So I do have one more, which does contain obscenity. I heard the applause. I'm all over that. So my daughter and Michael, Kim's my daughter, Michael's my son-in-law, have two girls who are now adults, by the way. But anyway, when they were little, Kim and Michael were very strict about words they could use. And one of them was, you're not supposed to use the word stupid. Stupid this, she's stupid that, this is stupid. So one day, Ava, it doesn't matter, she's 5, and she goes to her cousin's house, who is Addie. And Addie is 4.5. And they're playing, and Addie's mom is standing outside the door, and they're both cute little, oh my God, little blonde girls, so cute. And so she's thinking how wonderful it is, these two cousins playing together. Well, I don't know what it is that Addie said, but, she said stupid. And Ava said, "Oh, Addie, can't say stupid. That's a bad word." Addie looked her right straight in the eye. She said, "Stupid's not a bad word. That's a bad word."
All right, that's entertainment. Thank you. All right, Cross River coming up here.
Jim.
Get your mind on winter time. You ain't going nowhere.
ain't going nowhere. Oh, we're running behind. Tomorrow's the day that my pride's gonna come. Oh, we're on the farm down in the easy chair. Buy me a book, a gun that shoots, play with my hand, folks it do's. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, you ain't going nowhere. Moving right behind, tomorrow's the day that my pride's gonna come. Oh, we're gonna ride down in the easy chair. Genghis Khan, good on me. All this is a fly to shoot. Round that hill, no matter who, when you get up to it. Oh, we right behind. Tomorrow's the day that my pride's gonna come. Oh, we're on the run down in the easy chair. Oh, we right behind. Tomorrow's the day that my pride's gonna come. Oh, we're on the run down in the easy chair.
All right, so Jaden, first time at the Opera House. Come on up.
All right, so for too long, we've seen guitars. We've seen every now and then. Every now and then you see a piano player, but you know what you never see? A saxophone player. So, I come here today to play for you the saxophone. And so, I'm going to start with the song Suicide is Painless.
on the blue side of the mountain, where that sun don't ever shine. There's a place in a piney hollow that no one but me can find. Some Choctaw nails in the hillside, stone by stone, innocence of time. It's a funny place, my dad showed me, that before this land of mine, on the blue side of the mountain, where the sun don't ever shine. So deep in the dark, like a hell down in my heart, maybe something there to show me some kind of sign. On the blue side of the mountain, where the sun don't ever shine. On the blue side of the mountain, where the sun don't ever shine. I'm going there to a land of shadow. Gotta find some peace before I lose my mind. On the blue side of the mountain, where the sun don't ever shine. So deep and dark, like a hurt down in my heart, there's something there to show me some kind of sign. On the blue side of the mountain, where the sun don't ever shine. On the blue side of the mountain, where that sun don't ever shine.
And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for being here.